Good evening. We have some interesting stories for you tonight. Now over to Ashley with the local news.
Thanks, Travis. And now to our local news. Authorities are investigating a Friday night traffic accident that led to the death of a 23-year-old motorcyclist. The crash happened at about 11:30 p.m. on Friday on Vermont Highway. According to the news release from the Eaton County Sheriff's Department, a pickup truck driven by a 29-year-old male pulled out in front of the motorcycle, heading north on M50. The motorcycle crashed into the passenger's side. A passenger on the motorcycle, identified as a 19-year-old Charlotte woman, suffered non-life-threatening injuries. The pickup driver and passenger were not injured. Now to our next story. When given the chance to speak in court on Wednesday, a 79-year-old Delhi Township male admitted to sexually assaulting 2 young girls. He was quoted as saying, "I am very sorry for what I did and apologize." Mr. Eugene Smith is sentenced to 10 to 30 years in prison and will be eligible for parole for the first time when he is 89 years old. Smith pleaded guilty to sexually abusing 2 girls who at the time were 7 and 9 years old. It is said that he assaulted them while babysitting them in 2005 in Williamston County. Gravel in a fire hydrant near South Lansing Apartments building that burned early Monday created minor delays for firefighters as they fought the blaze. The fire ravaged a 47-unit building in the Trappers Cove apartment in South Lansing. Most of the people living in these apartments were young families and college students. Stones in the hydrant decreased the water pressure and ultimately got inside the pump on one of the trucks, though it did not damage it. Thanks, Travis. Back to you.
Okay. Wow, what an interesting story. What do you think? I agree. Now over to Becky with the state news.
Thank you, Travis. Smoke 'em if you got them is one piece of advice for some smokers facing the statewide smoking ban in bars, public buildings, workplaces, and restaurants this month. Ashtrays will disappear, no smoking signs will go up, and the fog of smoke will fade away. But that fog is being replaced by a cloud of questions as business owners contact state officials to clarify how to work with the new conditions. Those questions include whether smokers can consume alcohol while smoking outside, and whether cigarettes can be sold inside these establishments. Health officials answer these questions and say that the law allows patrons to smoke outdoors without the consumption of alcohol, and that no smoking is allowed in any area where you serve food or beverages. There are no exceptions to that. But just how many customers, if any, will they lose over the smoking ban? Business groups argued aggressively against the smoking ban last year, saying bars would lose many customers because they would rather smoke and drink at home. Some business owners say that the first couple of weeks will be hard and have a drop in customers, but later business will grow again. Other business owners said that they expect to lose some customers because of the ban. But Feltenberger says that he heard people tell him that they love his restaurant, but it's too smoky. So he is expecting an increase in customers. The no smoking ban will definitely open up a new world. Not only for business owners either. Some members of Veterans of Foreign Wars and the American Legion are upset that the ban also applies to organizations' posts, where they meet occasionally. Some say that it's their choice whether or not they want to smoke. But the truth is that 2,500 deaths are caused by secondhand smoke annually. Those people didn't have that choice. And only about 150 food establishments of 1,000 in the county now allow smoking and must make the conversion, and the cost should be minimal. The ban will also include the twice annual inspection of all food establishments. There might be an initial learning curve at the beginning, but most people stick to the law and want to comply with this new no smoking ban. Now back to you, Travis.
We're on air! Travis, we're on!
Interesting story, Becky. Now over to Angelina with the national news.
Thanks, Travis. I'm here reporting on the oil spill that recently happened in the Gulf of Mexico. It has turned out not only to be a huge loss of money in the U.S., but it is also taking a huge toll
on the environment, especially the aquatic animals in the region. Not only has it been destroying their habit, but the bodies are being covered in coats of oil and thousands already died. And it's not getting better. The recent estimate is that the leakage rate was 1,000 barrels a day. It has now grown to an unbelievable amount of 500 barrels a day. It is still spreading. It is estimated that the oil slick has a circumference of roughly 600 miles, and it can be seen from space. It has been found that the cause of the oil spill is from a $600 million oil rig in the Gulf of Mexico that collapsed, and with it took the lives of 11 crew members. The spill has also caused complications for Obama's announcement of allowing the expansion of offshore drilling for oil and gas in the certain limited areas. President Obama has started the oil spill with not a cause of change, but an expansion of offshore areas for exploration and drilling. But who will be in charge of cleaning up the mess? The energy giant BP, which operated the shrunken ridge, is responsible for the messy job. They have already launched a massive operation to contain the spill. On Wednesday evening, cleanup crews began the process consisting of gathering together concentrated parts of the spill in a 500-foot-long fireproof boom, moving it to another location and burning it. Such burning also works only when oil is controlled to a certain thickness. However, burning is not that effective for most of the spill. A burn scheduled for 11 a.m. on Wednesday was delayed. At 4:45 p.m., the first small portion of the spill was lit. Officials determined it will be successful, and there will be more planned for the future. Thanks, Travis. Back to you.